I do have one fan question to close it out before we let you plug your social media, where people can keep track of you online, watch PCO, Justice, all of it. The differences for you between the Canadian professional wrestling scene when you were coming up versus now, have you found that it's a bit more difficult for Canadians now to find exposure in professional wrestling, or how have you maybe found that the industry has changed in the Great White North since you started to break in?
Yeah, it's breaking up a little bit. It's tough. I think it's tough for the Canadian guys to get some exposure. That's just the way I see it. I see there's plenty of great talent in Canada, all over Canada, from Vancouver to the Maritimes. And I don't know why, but there's no eyes on them, no eyes at all. I mean, most of the wrestlers that have made it into like major leagues, they've been wrestling in the States forever. I mean, for so many years. I mean, they've made the name for themselves on the indie scenes in the States. And it's hard because not everybody can have like work permit or things like that. So it just makes it harder for a Canadian to make it. But there's ways, you know. So you just have to be creative, I guess. But yeah, it's just part of the how bad you want to make it. You know? It's just anyways, it prepares you for different other stuff, because this ain't an easy business, you know. So you have, you know, like when I said that I've ran like 70 kilometers, I mean, that's part of the deal, you know. You run into so much adversity and so many bumps along the road that you have to be mentally prepared to accept everything as a good thing. And from that point on, okay, now what can I do, you know, to get to the next step? And that's how you evolve, and then that's how eventually you have success.
Absolutely, man. Are there potentially any Canadians out there right now that have caught your eye in the last little bit? Any that you maybe feel are underrated, deserve more of an opportunity, whatever buzzwords you can throw on it?
There's a team called TBT. There's who else? These guys are really a good tag team, but they've no, they were on many shows with either Cody or, you know, like names that they've wrestled against them, and I think they do well. I think it's just a matter of timing for them, because everybody knows them. There's Jeremy Prophet. There's Mike Bailey's, a bunch of other guys. There's quite a few.
100%, man.
Strata. Yeah, I could go on and on. Like I could probably do a bunch of other names.